All right, good morning. Hope your Thursday morning is starting off right. Rob, the Medicare minister, and just wanted to read from you the daily journal again from Mr. John Maxwell. It says, prioritize your life according to your passion. I think this is a big deal for many of us because a lot of times we prioritize the wrong things. And so John is encouraging us today to prioritize your life according to your passion. So let me read it for all of you real quickly. People who have passion but lack priorities are like individuals who find themselves in a lonely log cabin deep in the woods on a cold, snowy night and then light a bunch of small candles and place them all around the room. They don't create enough light to help them see, nor do they produce enough heat to keep them warm. At best, they merely make the room seem a bit more cheerful. On the other hand, people who possess priorities but no passion are like those who stack wood in the fireplace of that same cold cabin but never light the fire. But people who have passion with priorities are those who stack the wood, light the fire, and enjoy the light and the heat that it produces. In the early 1970s, I realized, this is John speaking here, that my talent would be maximized and my potential would be realized only if I matched my passion with my priorities. Now, I want to stop here just for a second. Many of you know that I am a church planter, a pastor, a minister. And I actually had a conversation with a young man in my church yesterday who is considering 2 jobs. And he asked me, he said, Pastor Rob, which one would you go with? And of course, I never tell people which job they should choose. But one of the things that I challenged him to do is I said, which one of those jobs matches your passion? Right? One pays more, but which one aligns with your passion? In other words, even if it's not your truest passion at this point in season in your life, what is going to help you get to that goal and get to that place that you're living out your passion? Listen, at 45 years old, I wish somebody would have had this talk with me 20 years ago, because I took a lot of jobs and I did a lot of things in my life and prioritized a lot of things in my life that didn't match my passion. And John says this, I was spending too much of my time doing tasks for which I possessed neither talent or passion. Anyone else guilty of that? This guy right here, right? I had to make a change to align what I felt strongly about with what I was doing. It made a huge difference in my life. It didn't eliminate my troubles or remove my obstacles. And I think that's a big misconception that many of us have, that when we live out our passion or when we follow our passions, that we're not going to have any challenges. We're not going to experience suffering or pain. That's not the case at all. But what John is saying here, and I've seen this in my own life, and maybe some of us in the room and some of us are watching today, when you're living out your passion, when you're chasing that dream, when you're living on purpose and you're living truly out that purpose that God has given you, that no matter what comes your way, you don't give up, right? That you wake up every day and go, no matter what the challenges are, I'm living on purpose. And it says this, but it empowered me to face them with greater energy and enthusiasm. I think that's key, is that if you're living your passion and you're aligning yourself with your passion and you're living that out and you're prioritizing what aligns with your passion, there's more wind in your sails, if you will. You're not as easily drained because you're living out that passion. John says, for more than 30 years, I have worked to maintain that alignment of priorities and passion. As I kept in mind this quote by journalist Tim Redmond, which I put in a prominent place for a year to keep me on track. There are many things that will catch my eye, Tim says, but there are only a few that catch my heart. It is those I consider to pursue. I want to read that again. There are many things that will catch my eye, but there are only a few that catch my heart, and it is those I consider to pursue. So John encourages us, make sure your passion and your priorities are aligned today. And so my question for you is, what's captured your heart? Right? It's easy to chase things that may make us money. It's easy to go after things that may be an easy fix for us. But I want to challenge you today to make sure whatever you're focusing on, whatever's priority in your life, make sure those priorities align with your passion. I want to close with this quote. People who can focus get things done. People who can prioritize get the right things done. See, a lot of times we can focus on the wrong things and we can be busy and we can seem like we're being successful, but really we're just spinning our wheels and we're doing a lot of activity. But people who prioritize according to their passions get the right things done. So I want to challenge all of us, whatever industry we may be in. Many of us are in the insurance industry. But if this is not the industry for you, then go find what you're passionate about. Right? And then take all of those priorities in your life and make sure they help fuel that passion and line up with your passion and your goals. Have a great day.